Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts, and I am going to make a few little pieces of ephemera with vintage buttons. I found this at Michael's yesterday. Is that not gorgeous as can be? Love it. So I think I'm going to just start off with one of the great big ones. Sometimes you don't know what to do with these big old buttons, but I thought it would be fun to just kind of place it somewhere in the middle there. We'll just cut a piece off here. There. That'll look nice there, and that is quite a dent there. So I thought we would just put some beads in there. I thought that would be fun. I have some gold thread here with my gold beads. I wonder if I want to put something back there, some lace or something behind it too, or would that would take away from that? That is really pretty. I don't want to take away from that. Okay, we made a decision. Let's go on here. Let's go ahead and get this sewn on here. I think that'll be about the spot. See how that looks. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's go back through and we'll start putting some beads on. Well, let's see here. There we go, got it. Okay, let's pull that tight. Just want to put it through one time. That'll be great. Now let's get some beads here. See what we think. Probably, yeah, let's do 3 or 4 or 5 maybe. Let's see here. Ooh, I think that will be perfect, just 3. Oh, that looks so cool. Very simple, but it looks really good. Just a simple piece of ephemera. Let's just tie this on the back here so it will stay. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of this Fabrifix on this. Kind of a little bit wiry. And also just get a tiny piece of cardstock. Just stick it right there. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about that coming undone. Very simple, but very cute. There, we have some beads on there. There we go. I like that. That looks good. We'll put this one aside. Something very simple. Put my gold thread needle in there. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do now? just pop it right there. How about, we want to go with a gold. What about a gold? And if we did some of this in there, how about that? Or do we want this gold? I think I would rather have the black. So I just used a wire for this eyelash trim. And we're just going to put some in here like that. All we want is a loop. So, see, there's the button. We just loop it through and leave the loop big. Snip that off. Keep that for another time. Okay, so we have the button here, and we have our little loop here. Now you'll see in a moment what I'm going to do with that loop. I'm going to take this, some more of the eyelash trim, a whole lot of it anyway. There we go. Now I want to make like a fluffy tassel kind of hanging off of it. So let's just, how big do we want it? Not super big, not any wider than that. Okay, so we just want to wrap this around. Keep that piece out of the way. Just wrap it around whatever size that you're going to use. Wrap it around your hand. Just a few times, how many ever times you think you want, how fluffy you want it. I think that'll work. Yeah. Just take it and put it through here. And that's what we're going to tie it with. Just hang on to it and take the two sides on the button, opposite end of the button, and pull those through. Pretty simple. I'm sure you've all done these things before. I'm going to just tie that on the back of the button super tight. There. Okay. Now, here we go. Now you can still see some of that gold button, but we have some fluff on the front. And I did say like a tassel, but more like a bow. See if you can see the bow part on each side and it hanging down. So that looks pretty cool. Oh, that is really, really cute. I like that. And maybe we should put this ribbon poking out the back, possibly. We do this and this. Yeah, that'll be cute. Let's just snip that off. We can always trim more later. Okay, I like it. Probably about okay, let's get it down, trim it off. There we go. Yeah. There's the gold vintage button right there. That looks nice. And if we put that right in the middle, that is so cute. Okay, let's get some Fabrifix on here. think that will hold the ribbon on, the lace on also. All these little pieces out here. So fun. And you can still see our vintage gold button. This up. Make sure that is nice and stuck. That is really cute too. Okay, we have this one we'll set aside. I think I'm gonna put this Fabrifix right there. Maybe that will hold it just enough for it to adhere. That's cute. Okay, what else do we want to do? Oh, there's this button. Is that not adorable? It's a flower. That is so cute. Let's see, what do we want to do with the flower button? How about we do a different shape? Let's do the fishtail here, just a little one. And put the button there. That is cute. Okay, what should be in the middle? I wonder if we have a gold button that would be small enough. No, that does not. Will not work. That's kind of flat. That kind of hides all of that adorable bow. That's the one we just had. I want one that's kind of flat on the back, but cute. Not super flat. Okay, abandoning that. That's not going to work for me. What is this? Nope, that hides the flower too. I don't want to hide the flower. I like the flower. What if we just should we do a gold bead in there? Or should we just do black? I think we're just going to do black. Let's do this. That is so adorable. What should we do? Some of this behind it, maybe? That might be just enough. Let's just trim this off. Just to have something behind it. Really cute. Oh, that's adorable. I don't think I want to put anything. Wonder if we do the gold button. Gold button, gold bead. Let's see, we can always take it out. It's not a problem. That flower is adorable. These are very simple. You can gussy them up as extravagant as you want them to be. This is just to give you an ideal of what we can do with these vintage buttons. There we go. Oops. Probably 3 will be a good number again. We'll see. I think so. That looks cute. Okay. Let's get it picked up. Placed where we want it to be. There we go. That is really, really cute. I like it. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, let's go ahead. Tie it on the back. And we'll do the same thing that we did. Let's make sure it's where we want it to be. There we go. Let's put a little bit of this FabriQues on here. And let's get a little piece of this cardstock again. Just enough so when we turn it over, that FabriQues will not get all over everything. Snip this off. That's kind of floppy. Let's get some FabriQues under the button. There we go. Now we can place it where we want it. That is so cute. Put that one over here to dry. Okay, let's do another big button. I like these big buttons. I really like getting them used up because I really haven't had anything to use them for. How about we put the button at the top? Let's do a little different this time. Let's do like a longer piece there. And let's do the fishtail again at the bottom. Okay, now I have an idea for this one. I think this would be pretty hanging down. It's gonna be really pretty. Let me move these over. Okay, now what do we think about this? Probably we could use this, whoops, this to thread it through. That might work well. And I got this wire out of this ribbon. That's where I got it at. Okay. Twist it up a little bit. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Do we want to just do a bunch of squigglies hanging down? Let's see. Let's put this through first so we have something to tie it to. That out. Snip this off. Okay, now we have our loop here. Let me move this out of the way to the side for a moment. There we go. Okay, where's our front with the loop? There it is. Okay. That's where we want to put it in there. So let's see how long that we want our fun stuff to hang down here. I wonder if we should put both the black and, I don't know, that might be really cute to do both of them. Why not? Okay, so we want them to be, so So we can always give them a haircut. Let's make them about that long. Let's get quite a few of this one. That's 3. Let's see how much that is. Probably a few more. There's 4. Let's see how that, ooh, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. There are 4 of these, so let's do maybe a couple of black ones. Okay, let's put a black one on the bottom and a black one on the top. There we go. That is a really pretty. Okay, so we just want this to go through the middle of that. Now we'll pull this through. Tie it on the back. Tie it again. There. Okay, now what do we have here? Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. That is adorable. That'd be like really sweet on a belly band or side of a page. Just about anything. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's tie this again so there's a little bit more for the FabriFix to adhere to. Okay, we have that hanging down. Or do we want this at the top? Then it can just hang down wherever it wants to. I think that'll be great, just like that. Okay, let's get some FabriFix on this. Or hanging down. Wood at the top. I don't know why it's such a big decision. It's not really. Turn it over and about right there. That'll be great. So we'll need to give this a haircut. Just holding it down till it adheres. Get my lid on my FabriFix. Cute. This, we can actually tie it in a bow at the top here. Why not? Yep, that's perfect, just like that. That is really pretty. Really, really pretty. So this, okay, we don't want the bow to be trimmed. Put that in the back. But let's trim these. box. That is really cute. This is the bow. Snip that off. There we go. That is super cute. That's adorable. There we go. Now that'll be so cute on a page. Okay, now I think that is what we have time for today. Get those into the little remnants basket. But let's see what we got done. And from my vintage button bowl. And I got those I purchased those vintage buttons from, hold on, there we go. Can't think and pick at the same time, obviously. From AmourFabriQues on Etsy. Selena's shop. I think they turned out adorable. But this is what you can do with the big vintage buttons, or any of the vintage buttons, because that's a gold one there, there's a big one there, a big one here, and a big one here. And that was super fun. But these are vintage buttons. And I'm back with Liqui. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful crafty day.